Hello guys, thank you back for tuning back again. Today we have a special video on a how to install something in my Autopilot 120. So the product that I will be installing will be some floor mats that I got from Gray Bay Outfitters. Great people, they took care of me. I will leave their link in the description. They were absolutely great. Shipping took about 3 weeks or something like that to get here because you choose the colors you want, and then they'll send it up to the manufacturer to get made. And they have plenty of colors that you can choose from. They have plenty of kayaks that you can choose from when it comes to the design. I have the 120, so I ordered the 120. I think the price was around 220. The only thing was that it took 3 weeks, which it's not that bad. If you already have one that works, just use that, and then once you get the one that you order, then you can go ahead and put that on your kayak. Once I ordered the mats and the 3 weeks went by, they came in very well packaged. They came with instructions and how to take them off, how to apply the new one. Very, very, very simple. I'm actually gonna show you guys how the mats that I ordered look like. So this is the color I went with. It's like a white camo with some orange on the outside. This is my preference. This is what I like. The kit also came with some very, very detailed instructions. Here you got like all the mats come number at the bottom. Like right here, this one says number 4. This is number 4 right up here. So this is this one right here in the back. And they all come labeled. Very great instructions, installation instructions. So I'm gonna read them and I'm just gonna go with the flow, show you guys basically this, but on the kayak as I'm working on it. It shows you how to install it, preparation. It shows you, it also comes with warranty as well. So if you guys wanna read into that warranty, but man, it was a great experience. It's a really, really great product. I think this is, if not as thick as the original, if not a little bit thicker, in my opinion. But we'll see. I'm gonna take the old one out and I'm gonna compare and see how the thickness is. And like I said, guys, this Outfitters guys, they were great. Plenty of colors to choose from. Plenty of colors. So you go ahead and order yourself some floor mats that looks good. Reason I wanted to change mine out is because one, the black is kind of fading. I bought my kayak used, so I think the old owner didn't take care of it very well. I also have some, accidents in the past where, some hooks fall or some, crankbaits or something like that, treble hooks, and they get stuck in the mat, and as I'm pulling them out, it completely like rips the whole mat. And I don't like that. It looks ugly. So I went ahead and got me some custom made to what I like. So let's get straight to the video. Okay, so I went ahead and clear up as much of the space that I will be working in. I know the mats came with the ones in the front as well as the one in the back. So the one in the back is easy because there's nothing there. So all you have to do is just install them. But this one, you have to take them out, clean them up, and then install the new one. So let's go to it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna read this and we're gonna go with the flow. So first one says inspect the package to ensure that all pieces are in the kit and accounted for, which they are. I counted, made sure everything was there. It also says it's best to apply the kit indoors, if possible, in temperature at least 65 degrees due to the kayak holes shrinking and expanding with the cold and the heat. So right now where I'm at is 71 degrees, which is, I think is great. It says to remove the existing foam, use a plastic putty knife to get under the foam to tear back at a 45-degree angle. Scrape as much of the existing foam as possible. Okay, so you guys go ahead and use what you guys, want to use. Plastic putty knives. I got this, little metal one that I use for my 3D printer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to work on taking this stuff up, see how easy it is to take off. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one here. I try to clear up, like I said, the space, took the seat out, try to clean it up a little bit, but I'll give it a nice cleanup once I'm done taking all the stuff up. So it says out of 45, Okay. It's gonna take a little bit, but it's not that bad. I think once you get most of it out, then you can go ahead and just peel it. I think the putty knife is great to get it started, especially in like these corners. But once you get it started, I think you can peel it up by hand if you are strong enough. So, got this one right here. Peel it all the way back. Oh, that hurt. My little finger. Lift it up little by little. And like I said, these are the only ones that you have to take off. Once you take all of these off, then you're pretty much Gucci to go. This little one is doing most of the work. I think I got it. So put it at a 45, put the putty knife right in your palm and push it with your body weight. So you put it right here, hold it at a 45, hold onto something and let the knife do the work. It's gonna slide. It's sliding. And pick it up. 45 is like the instructions say. Pick it up. So once I got to here, I think I can go ahead and just peel the whole thing. Alright guys, so we got that side completely removed. I wouldn't worry too much about the glue yet. I know I read something in the instruction that tells you to use some alcohol. But we'll get to that part once we get everything out. Alright guys, before we continue, I want to tell you guys that I'm using this. It's metal. The instruction called for a plastic putty knife. So I'm not telling you what to use. You will go by the instructions, but this is what I'm using. This is what's working for me. If something happens to your kayak, you know, I know how to work this. If you're digging too deep in, it might scratch, you know, some of the plastic, but you be the judge. If you go slow, it will most likely peel only one piece. So you guys don't do what I'm doing, okay? I'm going too quick. Go slow, take your time, do it right, so you don't have to do so much prep work like I will have to do at the end. Now that we got these two, let's get the last one. This one was a little easier than this one. Go slow, take your time, don't break any. Just pull it as a one piece as much as you can. Don't break and then peel it. It's all one piece, one motion. Alright, the next step is said to use some acetone with some white rags or cotton balls to clean up this area. I don't have acetone or white cotton balls, so I'm gonna use some alcohol and some paper towels. They did say if you do use acetone, to not use a color rag, as the acetone can potentially transfer over the colors to the kayak, and if you're using an orange, you might see some orange stains, so be aware of that. I'm gonna use some white paper towels and some alcohol I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna get all that stuff. Got some alcohol and some rags, this white rag. I'm going to head it really well, let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head it with a rag and maybe hit it with the putty knife. Try to get all this off. I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes, let it soak in, and then I'm gonna hit it with the putty knife, see if I can get all the stuff out. Then I'm gonna hit it with the rag. All right guys, so it's been about like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna actually take my putty knife and I'm gonna see if I can get this to come off as much as I can. I think it's coming up pretty good. You guys can see all of the glue stuff. You know, as long as I can get most of it out, all the bulky stuff, I'd be happy with it. Be careful with this. Use that at a 45. So I'm gonna move up to the bigger one. See, like that piece, just came out like that. I think if we can get as flat as possible, it should be okay. All right, I'm gonna head up this area now. I got most of it out. There's still some very, very thin glue on it, but I think that's just gonna help the other one, you know, glue in. But you do what you think is best. You know, if I had some like Goo Gone, I would just spray all over it, let it sit for like 10 minutes and it'll all wiped off. But I'm working with what I have. I got most of it out, so there's still some left, so I'm gonna try to use a glove if I can. Just try to get all of this off, but the glove is not working. My hands would probably be better. You can kind of see it going away a little bit. There's that one going away. Again, if you probably had some Goo Gone, some sort of like heavy duty glue removal, this job would have been done by now. Like I said, I'm working with what I have. Well, the good thing is, once you start moving it with your hands, like all these little particles of glue will stick to the assistant one. See, like this one, and just get it almost gone. And all you have is these little things here. So, you know, using your fingers will also work. I'm actually gonna take a clean side of the rag. I'm gonna spray it again, let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna wipe it. Then I'm gonna get the panels ready for the install. All right. Hit it with alcohol one more time, just a pass. Just to get as much of the glue and grease from my hand out of the kayak as possible. It says this is number 2. This is number 2, like that. Then number 1 go like this, and then number 3 will go like this. All right. So this thing have 3M glue in the back of it, so all you have to do is peel it off. But I'm actually gonna start with this one. I'm actually gonna peel off where I want it, and I think I'm actually gonna align it with the holes. So yeah, so boom, right there's where I want it. So now I'm gonna take this from the bottom and peel the paper off as I'm laying it down. Put in some nice firm pressure. All right. Boom. Just like that. Once the backing has been removed, slide your hand firmly across the piece to ensure that the piece is entirely adhered to the hole. It is not necessary or advisable to use a roller to press down on the piece. This foam can stretch with excessive pressure, resulting in an uneven application. Firmly slide your fingers around the edges of the piece to ensure the edges are not curling up. If air bubbles form under the piece, press down on them with your hand towards the edges. Allow the adhesive to set for about an hour before launching the kayak. Clean the foam with water and mild soap as necessary. I actually won't be setting it out on the water for like another week or so. So this is gonna sit here for a little bit. Just get all the edges that you can get and then just let the adhesive do the magic. All right, so I think I'm gonna start from up here. And I'm trying to make sure the lines are even, you know, from each panel and the holes as well. So now we'll just go ahead and peel all of this up. And then I'm just going to gently place it all down on it. Take this off too. All right. I'm just going to place this down all the way in, and boom, there it is. So pull it off, and as you're going down with it, try to align it as you're going down. Putting some pressure on it. This is a pretty simple install, so I think the hardest part was taking the old stuff off. That was a pain in the butt. But if you do have, you know, like I said, glue gun or anything like that, you'd be in and out in like probably about a couple hours. So I'm not sure what I take. This whole piece off. Be careful not to stretch it too much. And I'm actually going to just align it from here. Because I feel like me aligning it from up here was probably a little bit better. And then just use your finger to put pressure on all of this stuff. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3. This is exactly how it's labeled. So now I'm gonna work in the back. I'm gonna move up to the back. And we're gonna do the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's get to it. All right, so now we're gonna work in the back. But I do recommend using some alcohol and cleaning it all out. Acetone, whatever you have. Ooh, alcohol got in the little opening that I have on my finger. That hurts. Ooh, that's burning. And I'm pretty sure it goes like so. Yes, it does. Like this. Then number 5. It's gonna do 2 at a time. And there we go. Number 5. Oh, I should have pushed this back a little bit. So it's sitting right in the middle. Lift it up. And I'm going to take this out. here we go. And you know, this is not 100% perfect. I know it's not, but you make the best of it. You can also stretch it out a little bit. Like right here, I saw it was coming in too close, so I kind of just pull it a little bit, move it to the right, and then I stuck it down and let the glue hold it in place. Now I'm gonna do this right here. So we got 6 is this one, 8, 7, and 9er. So, you know, this, I'm just gonna try to put them to the center, or, you know, same distance from the edge, you know, like I'm feeling with my fingers here. So here I have an old one. This is the edge compared to this one here. I think this is a little bit thicker, just by a little bit. Maybe it's because, you know, this is the old one, probably like a couple years old compared to a new one, but you can tell the difference. This one's more thicker than this one is. It's more padded, you know, and that's something that the guys over at Gray Bay Outfitters told me, is that it's slightly thicker than the original, which I like it. You know, I always stand up on my kayak. I always fish standing up, barefooted, so I got feet problems. So anything I can do to help me, you know, to not make my feet hurt so much, and it feels great. It's very, very nice. All right, guys, let's get to it. Finish this thing up. One that's already put in place, and then everything else should. Yeah, like that. Again, it's probably, you know, this piece here, I should have pushed it forward a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. One more thing that I'm cleaning up, guys, is your warranty. Make sure you read it. You do get 5 years warranty from Adhesion, and you do get a limited warranty that covers color fades resistant for 3 years from purchase. When properly stored and covered, it says here if it's fading, they will send you a replacement. So just keep that in mind. I'm probably gonna take a picture of this, but I'm probably gonna throw it out. But I'm gonna take a picture and keep it in my phone just in case. All right, guys, that was it for the install. Personally, I do think it is a great investment. It brings out the colors and whatever you think matches with your style. It makes you love your kayak a lot more, knowing that there is something that you picked, the colors and everything make it fit to your style. Man, ain't nothing like it. But I will be leaving in the description the contact information for Gray Bay Outfitters, so you guys can contact them and get your order started. I will also leave a picture in the description. I'll throw it somewhere in the video as well, where you guys can see all of the colors and the options you guys have. The process is very simple. You guys just message Gray Bay Outfitters. Once you message them, they'll get back to you. They'll have you fill out a form of the colors you want, and you know, everything you need, the first color at the bottom and then the one at the top. Once all of that is completed, you guys will go ahead and send in your payment. Pretty simple, PayPal, whatever you guys want to do, and then he'll go ahead and get your order started. Like I said, it'll take about 3 weeks for your product to arrive to you. It'll arrive to him first, and then he will go ahead and ship it out to you. But it's super quick. Like once he gets it, the next day it's out. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. That'll be greatly appreciated. It'll make me go a lot harder. So if you guys don't got anything for me, I don't got anything else for y'all. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.